Hello everyone, welcome back to Stellaris. Last episode we did a military exercise which might have pissed off our neighbors. And at the same time, one of our other neighbors decided to leave the Federation that he helped start, or rather he got kicked out of the Federation he helped start. And then had association status with the Federation, and then decided to leave said association status, became rivals with one of the members of the Federation, and probably his biggest threat. And then also that same neighbor, the one that I pissed off with the naval maneuvers, also consumed the remainder of the other empire that was once here. I can't remember their name, but I kept doing some trade deals with them. Originally, that the people of the Zukankan community were fighting for the longest time, and they even ate some of them or vassalized a part of it. The rest of it got consumed by these guys. So a lot of things have kind of happened in the galactic stage, if you will. We'll see things where things lead. I got a feeling that the answer is going to be they're going to lead poorly for you. Who the fuck are these guys? Blood Corp. Evangelion Zealots. Who the fuck are these guys? I don't remember ever seeing these guys before. Where are they? Game. What? Where the hell did these guys come from? And they're purifiers? What the fuck? Okay. That has to be another... They're independent. They have to be another empire that... They're already right away. Xeno filth. Yeah, they're purifiers. They pretty much despise every other race. Oh yeah, they're spiritualistic purifiers. So not only do they hate every other race, they also hate every other religion too. I have a feeling that they've encroached upon the territory of the archivists, and they're just going to piss the archivists off.
Research complete.
Let's go for the strategic resource. I do wonder where the fuck they came from, though. If I had to guess, I'm going to say that they were something... Nah, they must have been a species that was very, very close to becoming spacefaring. And then they just, throughout the course of the game, have now reached spacefaring status. And as a result, they're now suddenly joined up with the rest of the Empire, or the rest of the game, rather. So just somebody who's very late to joining the game. Sucks for them, they're probably gonna get kicked out. They're probably gonna get kicked out. Probably gonna get ripped to shreds soon. If I have to guess, they're gonna piss off the archivists some way, and the archivists are gonna just eat them. Just the other fallen empire. Who hates everybody as well.
Situation log updated.
And we have another new ruler. Keeps getting put in charge of this fucking place, I tell you. Leaders. Everybody says they're busy, so... the Admiral, he got put in power again. Because he was the leader. Now he's the leader again. Interesting. He was the leader before. Not the one we just had, but the one before that. Damn it! Keep trying to bring up the leader screen and keep hitting the wrong button. So who got freed? I got nobody that says available or bored or anything. Everybody's busy, 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 busy. Ruling. I don't know. Come on, fleet. Gotta get yourself powered up. Need some more battleships. Complete. Need some more everything. Yes, more everything, that's right. There, more everything. I still wonder if... Setting from its home world. Yeah, I know. The worm kind of fucked that one. The size of the military faction and the... No, so this is the military faction. This one's the... What, the prosperity faction, I guess? The wealth faction, whatever you can call it. They're both the strongest factions at the moment. As much as I hate to say it, this is going to turn into a wait-and-see game. And again, it's been that way since the beginning, almost.
Research complete.
I guess we'll just grab the cheapest tech for now. Huh. What should I do? Should I change up my policies and try to join the Federation? Should I ally myself with all of those people who are not in the Federation and try to take them on? Or should I continue to sit on the sidelines to see what happens? Let's grab the Sea Planet War Cost Reducer. Decisions, eh? It's a tough one. I mean, I could go to war against the Federation. Probably end up losing in the long run. Or I could go to war for the Federation. By that I mean I can try to join them, and then that would require me to fight them in the long run. Or sorry, if I do what I can to join them. Then again, in the super duper long run though, everything is going to be war here on this place anyways, because once the end game shit starts, then there's no choice. There's going to be a giant war of some kind or another. So I guess it doesn't really matter what I choose to do. There will be battling regardless. Influence is full, so I'm going to spend some on capacity overload, get some more energy going.
Tile blocker cleared. Research complete.
Might as well throw that on all of my planets. X-ray laser. Time to get some more lasers. I mean, I started with fucking lasers as my main weapon, and I think I ended up researching higher into the missiles tree than I did with lasers so far. It's kind of sad. Ships need to be upgraded again. Alright, well, upgrade them.
Research complete.
Let's go for the fortress this time. To join the Federation or not to, that is the question. I don't even have a guarantee that if I was to change my policies, I'd be able to join them. And I know for sure that if I change my policies, I'm going to piss off everybody in the militant faction, which is the second strongest faction at the moment, I believe. Or actually the first strongest, but tied nearly with the other one. I don't know how much I want to start pissing those people off more, because then that could break my empire apart. They could start rebelling and then start forming their own empire, and then that would be very problematic, because then I'd be probably stuck in a never-ending civil war as I slowly try to take back my planets. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Maybe that wouldn't happen. At the same time, I could continue to sit on the sidelines. It'd be turned into an even more long, drawn out, and probably more boring game. But I'd probably be able to make it towards the end before anything crazy happens. Which means I probably would be able to get through the whole game if I stayed on the sidelines. Or I could embrace the military. And guarantee the independence of the Zukan and of the other these other two empires over here, who are not part of the Federation, should then drag me into the war against the Federation.
Ships upgraded.
Once the time comes that... Okay. Once the time comes that, you know...
Research complete.
Yeah. Once the time that comes that the Federation declares war on one of those other 2 or 3 empires, I'll be dragged into it. So, what should I do? I'm in a damned if I do, damned if I don't situation. So if I do one of those 2 things, I'm guaranteed that there's going to be strife and trouble. And if I don't do any of them and I sit where I am, I'm not guaranteed that there won't be. There still will be eventually, and I know that there will be once the Endgame or the Fallen Empires wake up. There'll be lots of trouble by them. So really, I'm stuck between choosing sides at the moment. I can either try to stay out on my own, remain independent, probably be able to stay that way for most of the game. Eventually, someone will choose to pick a fight with me. Probably. Or, I could choose to try to side with the Federation at the cost of one of my factions. In which case, they will probably turn on me. And seeing how they're the strongest or second strongest faction in my empire, they will probably tear me apart. And they might not, but they probably will. Or I could try to side with those who are not currently in the Federation. Maybe create our own Federation? I don't know if we'd actually be able to, because I don't think anyone in that group has even a lick of commonality where they'd want to work together. Me and the Zukan commonality down here, me and them would be the only ones to be able to actually join the Federation successfully. Seeing how they are Federation builders, and they're friendly enough with me that I probably could. That being said, I'd need to probably pick up the diplomatic Unity stuff. Tradition. I'd have to pick that up before I could do it. At which point then I could ask these guys, but they won't want to because even though they're friendly with me, because I'm egalitarian and they're autocratic, probably wouldn't want to. And then these guys over here, I could also ask them, but they probably won't want to either. Also because they're autocratic and I'm egalitarian. And they're also materialist, I'm spiritualist. So I think the idea of trying to form a second federation is probably not the best idea. In fact, if I had to guess, I'd say immediately that it is a doomed idea. It's doomed from the get-go. It will fail. So, how do I play this? Joining the Federation seems the most likely best option in order to even possibly get a victory. Subject integration, they're integrating Earth. Okay, so Zukan's gonna integrate Earth. They're probably gonna integrate these guys eventually, if I had to guess. Yay, lasers! Let's go for barrier point defense. Huh. This game turned into a weird kind of stalemate. I'm not sure what to do with this one. There is another option, I suppose, since I am tied with the Shroud. There is another option. I don't necessarily like it, but there is another option. I'm gonna start trying to pump out more Unity, then I could actually go down that path. So there is an endgame crisis that I guess it's not really necessarily considered an endgame crisis. It is, but it isn't at the same time. Which is player caused. You can, as a spiritualist who goes down the path of the Shroud, eventually gain the ability to contact the Shroud. Or communicate with beings who exist within it, or beyond it, whatever you want to call it. And in doing so, there is a set of events that you can kick off, which I believe is called the end of the cycle. And no, it's not the worm. It's a different set of events. But basically, it gives you a bonus for like 50 years. You have like insane amounts of energy and minerals and everything that you gain for like 50 years.
Incoming transmission.
Then after that,
Research complete.
a price is paid. And that price is pretty much the end of your empire. It's the end of pretty much everything. It's what they call it, the end of the cycle. Because it's supposed to be, the end of the cycle. I don't know if I want to go down that path, because it would make me lose everything, except usually what happens is you lose everything, but you gain like yawning again, sorry. You gain like one planet far off somewhere, and that one planet is your last world with your last people on it, and that's pretty much all you have. Is just you're just reduced to that, and then the end of the cycle, or Eater Worlds, whatever you want to call it, will go around, hop from system to system, and destroy and devour everything. and it will make everything uninhabitable, unbuildable. I don't even think you can terraform planets to get them back. They're pretty much just gone. Everything's gone. It wipes pretty much everything out. Slowly but surely, system by system, it'll go through the entire galaxy, regardless of empire, regardless of everything, and it'll destroy everything one by one by one. It gives you a giant negative penalty so that all the other empires will hate you by a lot, and it will try to save you for last as it goes through. So if you can survive without being killed by all the other empires before the end, it will eat everything else and then come back to you. Of course, there is a question that has been asked on the Reddit, our Stellaris subreddit, about that set of events, being that what happens if you do survive to the end before it actually comes and eats you, your last planet, or by that point in time, maybe if you're able to rebuild and start getting other systems in your control, what happens at the very end? Do you, by any chance, win a victory by having all habitable worlds because all the other worlds are no longer habitable? Nobody seems to know. If I had to guess, I'm going to say no, you probably don't win, because it probably counts the habitable worlds count at the beginning of the game when the galaxy is seeded or generated. It probably says, okay, at this galaxy seed there is this many habitable worlds, so whoever gets this many, that's probably what it counts. But I could be wrong. Ooh, what the fuck is this? Oh, hello. You. They've integrated with a lot of different species because now they have bird people leading them when originally they were mushrooms. Interesting. Just haven't noticed that they started a colony over here. Yeah, okay, these gold guys are getting to be problematic. They're going to end up winning the game, I think. They're starting to colonize a lot. So, anyways, that leads me back to my question of to join the Federation or not to join the Federation. Now, I'm playing in Iron Man mode in this run, which, to be honest, this probably was a mistake. But it still leaves me the question of, because if I was not, I could potentially save the game and then, you know, do one option and see how it works out and then come back to it if it didn't work out, or try the other option anyways just for the fun of it. But since I'm playing in Iron Man mode, that's not possible because you don't have one save. So well, you guys just ate the Dreadnought, so as long as I don't have, if I lose open borders, I won't have the chance to fight the Dreadnought. Huh. Upgrade the fleet again.
Research complete.
I might just have to say fuck it and try to join the goddamn Federation. It might be the only way at this point that I could possibly hope to win. Otherwise, this game's going to end up with me losing. Which,
Research
I mean,
complete.
I suppose this was called a Let's Fail at Stellaris, right? So I probably originally went into this with the intention of failing. So yeah, power plants, let's do it. So yeah, that's... maybe I should just on purpose do that then. I hit the maximum amount of minerals. What the fuck? How the hell did that happen? Alright, well, let's spend some of these minerals then. I mean, my fleet's not fully, you know, let's fill that goddamn naval capacity. Let's get... Let's get a whole bunch more ships. I wasn't even counting when I clicked that. I don't know how many I built. Just built like a fuck ton of them. Let's do it. Let's get more fleet. Alright, that reduced the amount of minerals I had by a lot. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. That's good, if anything. Alright. So, this planet has a lot of fucking immigration. Did everybody in the whole fucking... in my whole fucking empire just go like, oh, we got a new planet. Everybody migrate. Let's immigrate to this planet. Yeah. It's like, Jesus Christ, guys. I mean, alright, that's fine with me.
Research complete.
Everybody move over here. I'll go build infinite Ethereum Power Stone plants. We're gonna be able to get like 3 Betharian power plants on one fucking planet. That's a lot of power. It's a lot of power. Yeah, it's good stuff. Let's go for more naval capacity. Migration treaty between these guys and the Zulkan. Okay, interesting. Well, Earth has now been integrated into the Zulkan Empire. Yes, I know. We're technically friends. Except for the fact that you're enemies with the fucking goddamn Federation. Which means you're probably gonna get killed soon. Unless I come to your aid, at which point then I'll just die in the fire with you. Should I jump into that boiling pot? Yeah, it's like they said with I don't know how much they hate each other. They might not actually go to war, but this situation almost kind of feels like you know that the thing with frogs and boiling water. If you throw a living frog into a pot of boiling water, it'll jump out. But if you put the frog into room temperature water and then slowly bring it to boil, it won't be smart enough to realize that it's cooking and it will die while the water boils. It feels kind of like that situation where the Zulkan commonality is now the frog that's slowly getting boiled by the Tetherian Star Commonwealth and the Federation. And the question is, do I want to be the idiot frog that jumps in to try to save his buddy, or do I say fuck it and let them boil him? Because you have to realize that the guys boiling are a lot stronger than both of us put together. God damn, that was a terrible analog. What the fuck? What kind of freaking comparison was that? Still though, point remains true. Do I want to jump in and help them out since they've been my friends since the beginning of the game, pretty much? Then again, these guys have also been my friends since the beginning of the game. Now they're fighting on each other almost. Almost. They're not actually fighting yet. But you can see it happen soon. Might as well grab the lowest tech. See what happens. You know, man, this whole wait and see thing is getting kind of bad. I'm gonna have to take action at some point. I just don't know which direction I want to take because this whole episode has been me debating on what to fucking do. So do I join the Federation or not? if I do, I don't really need to worry too much about everything else. If I don't, then this is going to be one hell of a fucking game. Now, either way I look at it, the best option is for me to try to join the Federation.
Research complete.
Because they're... fuck's sakes. Yeah, no, there's no way. These gold guys at the Styrian Star Commonwealth, they're slowly... I mean, if I had to do a comparison, did you see how there's... Yeah, okay. I know what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to fucking bite the bullet and try to join the Federation. That's probably my best course of action. Although it is not course of action I really want to take, it's probably my best course of action to take to try to be able to get to the point to be able to win the game. So, that being said, let us begin a spiral of madness. So, I believe the reason why I can't join these guys is because border friction, fleet maneuvers, allied to rebels. Let's try to ask somebody else. You guys, you're part of the Empire. You're part of the Galaxy. Okay. What do you think? Relative power of empires accepted. Distance. How can distance be a problem? Spiritless fools.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Okay, what about you guys? Asked to join the Federation. Distance. Alright, let's see. We got a research complete and we got a new tradition I can pick. Let's go for the missiles, I guess. So what do we got? We got army damage plus 25% or admiral skills increased by 2. And the last one that I'm missing is unity output increased by 10% per neighboring rival. Oh. Okay. Let's go for the War Games. Admiral's trait. They might not even want me to join because I'm spiritualist, because these guys, 2 of them are fucking... Oh, he's... Okay, he's... They're... Wait, no, wrong one. Wrong one, I clicked the wrong one. These 2 of them are fucking materialists. These guys are the only ones who are not materialists. That's because they're right down the middle. So the biggest reason... Acceptance minus 34. Because... Base minus 50. Because I'm allied to rivals. Their opinion of us. Allied to rivals. Border friction, fleet maneuvers. Fleet maneuvers thing's gonna be gone in a couple of years. Like 7. These guys would have no problem becoming my ally. No problem at all. These guys might not either, actually. Even though they are, you know, the Federation status. So they're Okay, their federation status with the same... Okay, I gotcha. That's the hive. And then these guys... They're also federation status. Or they're... Consolidated status with the Federation. How can that... Huh... Okay. I thought at one time, one of the things, or one of the reasons why they didn't want me to join the Federation was because of bombing policies. Because of war policies or whatever. But now they don't care about that. Now they don't care about that. Now, instead of caring about that, it's other shit. I'm not considered equal. My fleet got strong enough that it's considered equal now. So my governor became leader now? The governor from my sector?
Research complete.
Hire a new governor then. I always like to have at least one governor on sectors. You don't necessarily have to, I just always found that to be useful, I guess. Let's go gene tailoring. Start getting into some genetic modification stuff. Alright, can I do anything with you guys? Okay, colonizer, I can terraform it. But can I uplift? Is that even an option? You. Uplift. We may uplift this pre-sentient species to full-fledged pops in our empire. Doing so will allow us to modify its traits when we uplift it. Alright? Uplift. Select all. Controls. Cannot remove beneficial traits. I can't remove that. What does this actually do? Plus 10% minerals, plus 5% food, minus 25 physics, engineering, society output, and plus 15% to governing ethics attraction. Number of pops selected. Can I actually do... I can give them traits. Alright, so they have a preference for arid. That's fine. I'll leave that be. I can actually choose what I want them to be. What do I want them to be? Guys, what do I want them to be? What? Let's see. Let's have them be like the opposite of what my guys are. So my guys are intelligent, strong, slow breeders. So let's have these guys be rapid breeders. Oh, I can't actually... Okay, I can only pick one trait, but I have 4 I can choose. So I could choose something negative, but I can't actually choose negative. I can only choose positives. Alright, so if I can only choose positives, then let's see what else we have. Let's see, rapid beaters, talented, or quick learners, strong, nomadic, communal, charismatic, enduring, resilient. We'll make them be enduring. No. Resilient? Enduring is leader lifespan. I don't know how long it'll take for these guys to actually become leaders. Yeah, let's just do rapid breathing. That's fine. Or, communal, maybe? Nomadic. Let's actually have them be nomadic, because then if I can move these guys around my empire, I can maybe colonize some more planets, because they're arrow type, right? Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Uplift.
Situation log updated.
We have a time project. Research. Yeah, this is the first time I've actually ever uplifted. See what happens. I wonder if I will actually instantly gain their planet, or maybe it won't let me, because I just hope they don't like suddenly become another empire, because that would be weird. Okay, situation level 23 months. 2 months. If I add them to my empire, have them go around and colonize some of the arid planets that are outside of my borders. Maybe increase my borders and whatnot. I'll see what I can do. So I'm sure there's some... Yeah, desert world, arid world. Yeah, just throw them out there. Ocean world, alpine world. Okay, some, not all of them. Savannah, yep. Just throw them out that way. So soon I'll actually be able to gain the, I'm gonna see if I can remove that repugnant option once we get to that point. Because, although none of my rulers actually, well, yeah, they kind of do. Be a good planet to colonize. That one too, actually. I should start colonizing these. Alright. Let's do it. Increase border frictions. Yay! Oh, this one too, I guess? No, I'll hold off on that one. It's a tome world. It's an interesting fact that it's a tome world that has, life on it. I want to see what happens when these guys get finished. Here, we'll put this to fastest speed. Get these 8 months to just blow away by. So that should increase the amount of systems that I'm going to be controlling. Or rather, it'll bring me up to 8 out of 8. Yeah, that guy's gonna get fucking killed. He's becoming
in progress.
Rivals with all the other people.
Enlightened.
They've been uplifted to become citizens of the Neverbright Confederation. Yay! The integration of the Clucktack, who we uplifted, is going more smoothly than expected, but not as smoothly as we had hoped. Despite our efforts to soft shape with their physiology, the celiacs still occasionally struggle with the way to do things in the Neverbright Confederation. Rocky start. Modifier added for the first 24 months, minus 5% minerals. That's fine.
Colonization in progress.
I think they were going to be all that successful anyways. Alright, let's do the reassembled ship center so that way I can get like a actual thing on here. Rocky start. Yeah, that's fine. Here, tile blockers. These one. Actually, I have tile blockers I can't clear. Interesting. Quicksand. That's fine. I'll clear the tile blockers. I'll leave them kind of be for now for a little bit and let them kind of settle in. See what happens. Interesting that actually colonizing that has now increased my borders again by a crap ton. Oh, they're now 8 out of 8. So with this one, it's going to be 9. Might need to make a sector. Or add something to a sector. But we'll see. We'll see. Might actually add this one to the sector, because it's nothing's in there. Or actually just use it to... I could just add, like... Put this stuff in the sector that I already have, maybe. I don't know. I'll create a new one. Create a new one up here, maybe. Add Breek to, Zomatic Prime. Might be the way to go. Zombie anyways. Maybe not. Produces a lot of power for me, so it's probably not a good idea to do that. Decisions. Yeah, I got farm upgrades. clear that out. Oh, and an empty spot. Might as well build a mine. Actually, 2 mines. Okay, you got a lot of empty spots. I gotta figure out what to do with all this space. Mine, yes. You don't really need more food, but can I put a frontier clinic? No. Alright, well, farm then. Upgrade. A lot of stuff. You're still colonizing. You're... Let's put a farm here. Administration. Alright, so I need the ship, that ship shelter to finish building first. It's fine. Let them go. So, all right. Stranger danger? The fuck is this? Corner reports newly uplifted Siltec citizens on Thera 2 grow anxious as their Nebrite teachers bring up the likelihood of contact with as yet unknown entities from the far reaches of space. See. So I get the choices of what is alien to us simply opportunity in disguise. The Sitek gain the xenophile ethic, or they are right to fear the unknown. They gain the xenophobe ethic. What am I? What are my people? I guess they're neither. Yeah, I'm neither. We'll go xenophile. Opportunity in disguise. I don't think we're going to meet anybody that we don't already know. The only people that we might meet is enemies at this point. Anyone new that we meet is going to end up being like, you know, trouble. While the Nebrite Confederation provides a solid structure upon which to model their internal social order, it may not necessarily be what suits the uplifted Siltec best. Their sudden rise to becoming our intellectual equals robbed them of millennia of potential social and cultural development. Perhaps as a result of this, the Siltec social order is in a state of extreme flux. One day their the unit is paramount, and the next day community leaders are calling for a dissolution of all clan-like bonds. Fascinating. May the Siltec find themselves in each other, or self-realization comes through only through independence. So give them the egalitarian or egalitarian ethic. We'll do egalitarian. I didn't even know to get all these options. I'm still in fastest. That could be why. Slow down. There.
Construction complete.
Running the game on fastest for a couple of years there.
Incoming transmission.
Yeah, sure. I don't want their ethics to be that dissimilar from my own. Because if they become too dissimilar, then they might not want to stay as part of my empire. They might decide, hey, let's break off and do our own thing. So that's why I don't really want them to start doing that.
Colony established.
Lifted. Interesting. Yeah, so now I have one too many planets.
Colony established. Research complete.
Yay! New power plants, which means I now have power plant upgrades everywhere. Oh, great. Alright, so...
Construction complete.
let's see what I can do. Sector management. Could just make a new sector, I suppose. How badly it'll hit me if I do that. I got enough influence to fuck around with it for a little bit, so let's see. Plants and sectors. Create a new sector. Get that. I don't know how many planets to include. It's just this whole section here. Might as well. So, no, why not? Alright. I'm gonna keep these ones as mine, though. Keep these ones as mine as the core. Consider these as part of core, I guess. For now. Seleno Prime. Sector management assigned leader. Brute. Here we go. It's kind of a small little sector, but that's all right. We're allowed to have apparently 5 sectors, so I'm sure I'll make changes to that as time goes on. Sectors missing resources. At least one of our sectors is missing resources. Sectors that lack energy will not gain any resources from stations. It needs an additional 10 energy? That's a lot of energy. Right. Throw this in here, why not? Okay, maybe not that one. See what I can do then. Sector settings. Yeah, that's fine. Sectors. Send energy credits. Here, have 1,000 energy credits. So you have 2,000. Hopefully it gets to the point where they can manage themselves. I'll spend the resources for the spaceport so they don't have to. Some defense armies on them. This sector's going to take a long time for them to actually get going because they got nothing on it. Missing 10 energy. What can I do to increase that? Not much, I'm afraid. And I could give them this system, and that would be about it. But I really don't know if I want to give them this system. I could probably afford it. I'll wait until I get... When I actually get the ability to put a Betharian plant here, because as far as I know the AI still does not recognize that there's a Betharian stone here, so they won't put the Betharian power plant. Instead what they'll do is they'll put their own power plant, basically. Just put the regular one. Alright guys, it's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next one. LZ signing off.